For Wheeling University Athletics, I'm Zach Ziegler. It's time for another alumni spotlight story. Today, we're following former Wheeling University men's basketball player Jordan Reid, who just signed with Teuta Basketball Club over in Albania. And Jordan, first of all, thanks for joining us and congratulations on signing the pro contract.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. It's nice to join you, man.
And talk a little bit about how the signing happened, kind of the lead up to the contract and what all that was like to get your first pro contract signed.
Well, I had an agent when I had left Wheeling, and things didn't go right the first time around. So I got a new agent, and then he hit me up probably like a week after I hired him. He was like, "Hey, got a club that wants you to go down there. They're a good team. They need a guard." So I was like, I signed it, and then here I am.
And for you, what is it like now knowing that you can put professional basketball player in front of your name and kind of seeing that dream become a reality?
Yeah, that was one of my dreams I had since I was a kid. So it's kind of like a check mark on my checklist. It's like, I did something I dreamed of as a kid, and it's possible for it to happen. And you know, I was looking at it yesterday. Jared playing pro, me playing pro, both on the same team. That's rare to have two pros on one team. So it's definitely something I checked off my list.
And seeing so many of your teammates like Jarrett get that professional opportunity, what does that mean for you to kind of join that group? And what's that like seeing some of your peers move into the pro ranks now?
Nah, it's great. It's great because, not only do we represent ourselves, but we still represent Wheeling because we are alumni, and, it comes with the territory. Like, we represent a great program, and, you know, in the near future, I feel like they'll have a couple more pros coming out of there.
And you have the first few games under your belt for Teuta. Talk about these first couple of games and kind of how it's been going transitioning from the college game to the professional game.
Mhm. Yeah, the biggest thing for me, so I came, professional basketball is like big, it's continuous. So when I came, it was I left on Tuesday, but I got here Wednesday, and we had a game Saturday. So I tried to, try to learn all the plays as best as I could. We played Saturday. The game, the court is a little wider, so the game is a little bit and more fast paced. So, you got to adjust to that. It's a lot of pick and rolls out here, a lot of reading screens. I would say the biggest difference for me, adjusting wise, is at Wheeling, I was kind of, the main guy, I would say, one of the main guys out here. I'm kind of playing a role right now because I, don't know the plays as much as I should, but going on the future, like my first game was a little rocky at times, but then, my second game, like today, I definitely picked it up. I played like 20 minutes. I had 12 points. So it's good. I shot good from the field and, just adjusting. So.
Currently joined by former Wheeling University men's basketball player and current Teuta Basketball Club player Jordan Reid. And Jordan, talk about some of the adjustments off the court as well. I know you're going across the country here to play in Albania. What's some of that adjustments been like?
Man, it's crazy. First, the biggest thing is the time. I mean, well, now that you guys had daylight savings, we're only 5 hours ahead. It was 6 at first, but we're only 5 hours ahead now. Another thing is, obviously the language barrier. Sometimes, we go into restaurants and, there's a language barrier there, but, all in all, the country, a lot of people know us because, it's a basketball country. They love to come watch us play. So they remember our faces and they say, okay, they try to get to understand us. That's the biggest thing, language barrier and the time difference, I would say.
And talk a little bit about how Wheeling kind of prepared you for this transition into professional basketball and maybe some of the lessons you've learned here that have helped you in your early career.
Yeah, no, Wheeling did a lot for me. I came to Wheeling when I was 20 years old. Came to Wheeling when I was 20 years old, and I was just a young man. And I left when I was 23. So I grew on the court, off the court. A lot of different perspectives of lives like changed over the course of those 3 years, and I had two different coaches who implied two different things to me. So I took a little bits and pieces from everything, all the experiences, all the games, the battles of West Lib, the MEC tournaments, even, little things as like moving from McHugh to Iggy, like, those adjustments I took from it. So I would say Wheeling has prepared me for this because, I couldn't have done it without you guys, honestly.
And finally, talk about some advice you might give to current Wheeling athletes who might be looking to take that next step and achieve their dreams. What advice would you give them?
Man, as cliche as it does sound, when I was hearing this when I was young, I'm like, oh my God, I just keep hearing the same thing. Like, if you put in the work, you can really like get results from putting the work in and being dedicated. You know what I'm saying? There's days where will come by and you'll be like, man, I'm keep working, but no results are showing. And even I had days like that. It's days that I had at Wheeling where I was like, well, how do I get better? You know what I'm saying? I'm one of the top players in the conference. How do I get better? But if you just push yourself mentally and, keep striving for, what you're going to get, it'll come, in due time. So just keep pushing. And, I wish everybody the best of luck if y'all want to become a professional.
Thanks, Jordan. Again, congratulations on signing your professional contract. We'll be watching your career here from Wheeling.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it, Zach.
For Wheeling University Athletics, I'm Zach Ziegler.